This is a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media.
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me.
Hallelujah. Good to be back, folks. Holy hell, Mark Norman here. That's lunch, and you know who's across from me?
Hey, it's Bill Stevenson filling in for Joe List.
What an upgrade.
Oh, that Joe List has got a small dick and it's covered in rashes.
Yeah, pretty girthy, though.
Yeah.
Tuna can.
It's a great dick, and those rashes are pretty manageable, so suck it.
All right, take those pants off. By the way, I like a good college porn. You ever watch college porn?
I don't watch a whole lot of porn.
Oh, that's right.
Shelby, you're shaking your head yes. Is that, you like college porn? Thumbs up from Shelbo.
Yeah.
All right.
I like when they get all, it's so ridiculous. They have a college sweater on, and they're in a dorm room, and they have a hot plate, and an RA is naughty, and they're in a bunk bed. It's so over the top, and I love it.
You can get kicked out of college for wearing a college sweater. That's what happened to Jenny Curran.
Curran?
Yes.
Chicken Curran?
Of Forrest Gump fame.
Ah!
And it sent her right off. How did she get into college, first and foremost? But then it sent her off into a real spiral, that chick.
I think they felt bad for her because she had AIDS.
Well, eventually, yeah, all
Uh-huh.
kinds of AIDS. But the kid never got it. A lot of holes in that movie, but it's still my favorite one.
Wait, the kid never got AIDS?
I don't think so. I mean, he looked fine. He was in Home Improvement later and
No, that
Sixth Sense.
That was a different kid.
Are you sure?
No Home Improvement. Sixth Sense, yes.
I'm pretty sure he was in Home Improvement.
AIDSy Joel Osment?
Hey, look up Haley Joe Osment. Not Home Improvement, Thunder Alley.
Ah!
I think it was Thunder Alley, which I believe was a spinoff.
Big diff. Wait, Thunder Alley?
Yeah, it was a sitcom. Look that up. I think I'm right about this. This is like my John Arbuckle. I think there was a show called Thunder Alley with Haley Joe Osment in it.
Does that have that handsome guy with the black hair?
He might have been on Home Improvement too, by the way.
He was not on Home
He
Improvement.
was one of the main characters. I'm saying he did a guest spot.
Oh, I don't know.
He's not Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
No, you got
or Lee
that
Harvey
right.
Oswald. Hey, speaking of which, today's the anniversary. I shouldn't divulge because we're way off here. But today's the anniversary of JFK being a assassinated.
Ooh, back and to the left.
Yep, right in the face. Well, get back to us when you can, Shelby.
Yeah.
Enjoy some college porn and let us know about Thunder Alley, which sounds like it could be a porn, an anal.
Oh, that's a hell of an anal. That's
Alley.
a messy ass sex.
I wonder if you type in Thunder Alley porn if anything comes up.
And if Haley Joel Osment is in that as well.
It might be. We got a slow connection over there.
Yeah, what the hell? What are you on, Netscape?
Take that, computers.
Yes, but yeah, it's a brisk day in Manhattan. Good to be alive. I feel like the world's coming out of the election funk a bit.
Oh, is that right?
I feel it, yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I think your asshole is still a little funky, but the rest of the world's doing better.
I don't know. Well, that's what's crazy about this. I mean, I don't want to go back in the
Let's
election.
not go back in the election.
But what's crazy is it hasn't even started yet. That's what's crazy. Because most of these stories, they kind of fade and you move on and nothing ever happens and no one cares. This hasn't even begun yet.
I know.
And it's going to be years. It's going to be annoying. It's going to be an annoying, shitty 4 year
I
and
know.
whatever. But who knows? Who gays? Who cares? Yada, yada, yada. Merry Christmas.
The next year is going to be, they're going to, out of overcompensation, they're going to vote for like an Asian guy with no eyes in a wheelchair. You know?
Who? No. Yeah, it could be Screwy and Louie. Uh-oh, we got an answer. We got a verdict.
Thunder Alley aired for 2 seasons with Ed Asner and Haley Joel Osment.
There you
Yeah.
go. Was the hot kid in it with the black hair?
Hot kid with black hair. Who are you thinking about? Jake Gyllenhaal?
No. He was a hot kid on TV for in the 90s.
You mean hot sexually or hot like career-wise?
Sexually.
He's a kid?
Yeah.
What kind of kid? Like
Sexy kid.
9, 10?
13, 12.
Oh, all right, that's acceptable. Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yes, that's right.
Great balls of fire. Look up Hot Sexy Kid 12 and do it from a different modem than the one you normally use.
Right, use the dial-up.
Talking Andrew Keegan.
Andrew Keegan,
Oh,
baby.
Kegel exercises.
Sit on that face and smoke it.
What was he on? What was he in?
He was in Thunder Alley.
Is that right?
And he was in 10 Things I Hate About Your Anal.
Oh, wow. I got to 7 and stopped counting.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things to hate about that ass.
Well, let's get in there and get crazy. I mean, I left off of Miami. You want to hear more about Miami or
I'm
what?
dying to hear about Miami.
I know. It's been a week since I talked to you.
I know. I want a Cuban sandwich and a sangria.
Oh, I had a couple cigars. Boy, I love a
Ooh.
good smoke. I like to just get one of those smokes and stick it in my ass and then smoke it, Lewinsky style.
You can stick it in your ass and blow it out of your ears.
Oh, yeah. So I'm in Miami. I made it to Miami, of course. I got there, had to take a nap up 24 hours. And then it's me and Joe Mackey and Michelle Wolf and Louis C.K. That's a hell of a gang, may I say.
Kooky bunch.
And then he had his friend, what's her name there? again?
Pamela Adlon.
Pamela Adlon. She was down. One night we all went out to dinner at down in South Beach called Yardbird.
Oh, good band.
And it's a big, not bad. And it was a big fried chicken place, but like really high end, you know. Louis, his people chose it, and we went there. And it's so fun walking into a restaurant with him because the whole place turned. Oh my God, is that him? That is him.
Right.
And it's quite a thrill because you're
I
part
like
of
it.
it, you know.
And because I have that with Schumer, and don't you get a little relief when you realize you're not that way?
Yeah, well, I would be if I was not friends with the person. But if I was at a restaurant and Jack Nicholson walked in, I'd be like, oh my God.
No. I'm saying you're behind Louis, and they're all looking at him, and you're part of it, so you get kind of the thrill, but you don't have to be that guy all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's a big relief for me.
But, yeah, it was nice, and, you know, the waitress is just, oh, hello, Mr. C.K. It's exciting. The manager comes over, and he's pretentious but nice, you know. And that was exciting. Big old fried chicken. We're all yucking it up and telling old stories and getting to know Pamela, and she was really sweet and fun, and we just had a great time.
Is she kooky? What's she like?
She's kooky in that she's a comedian in L.A. and an actress, so she's kooky in good ways. She's fun and silly, and we all yucked it up. A lot of
Little?
She's a short gal.
Yeah.
She's a little gal and sweet as pie and quite beautiful. I think.
Is that right?
Oh, I think. Don't you think?
No.
Really?
That'd be quite beautiful. That's a bit of a leap.
She's quite beautiful.
I think she's all right.
I think she's quite beautiful and adorable and sweet. She said she'd do the podcast. Louis was like, you should do her podcast.
Wow.
And she's like, I hate podcasts. I'm done with podcasts. I've told the same story, how I started. And I was like, well, we don't care how you
We don't
started.
wanna
We
care
want
about that.
story. I don't want to get to know you. Anyways, so we went out to dinner, and that was fun. I would like you to. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It was a good chick.
Good chick. She's sweet. And the food was good, too.
Yeah.
No, the chicken was great. It was just a great meal. And, of course, he pays, which is nice. And then spent the week on the beach, 4 days. And Michelle and Joe and I, we all converged. We stayed at the Great Sands or some hotel. We decided we'd all spend a little money to fucking, let's stay at a nice hotel.
Oh, that's right. He didn't put you up.
No, we get our own hotels.
That's a dicey one.
And we got these beautiful Grand Beach Hotel in Surfside, which is very north of South Beach. So, like, South Beach is, like, all crazy. I got mugged there once by some crazy black woman, and it was about $1,000.
Wow, that's, I don't know. Have you told that story?
I will.
That's one for the books.
Yeah, it was one for the books and the podcast as well. But anyways, the last time I was there, I was robbed of all my money. And so we stayed in Surfside, which is a very quiet, quaint Jewish town. A lot of silverfish.
Yes, silverfish.
And so it's just a quaint little town, like kind of one strip there. The beach is beautiful, and no one was in the water because it's November, I guess. It was windy, and we had the beach for us. We swam every day. I spent 4 hours in the ocean on one of the days, and me and Michelle bought a ball, and you could skip it across the water.
Oh, fun.
Crazy waves. I'd wake up first thing in the morning, go down. That beach is healing. It heals, Mark.
It heals.
The scalp, the skin, the herpes. I had a herpes outbreak. It gave every fish in the water herpes. But
Oh, well,
that's
they need
the
it.
price you pay for living in the sea.
Yes, nice scales.
C-section.
Aha.
So we went out there and just spent all day in there. All day. I loved it. And we're doing cartwheels and backflips. I turned into a child. I get very spiritual in the ocean.
What are we doing for 4 hours? You talking?
I'm swimming, I'm jumping in the wave. It's constant waves, like 3-foot swell. So I'm just letting it blast me in the face, and I let it just pour all over me, wash away my sins, you know?
Yes.
And I'm backstroking. I can't get out. I'm addicted.
It's holy water.
It's holy water. It's God's country. It's God's piss.
Now, are they going, hey, all right, faggot, I'm going to head back in? I mean, are you in there, too? They got a rubber ducky and a snorkel?
Oh, yeah, my nose is painted white. I got goggles, the whole thing. And then I'm just having a blast. But I went out earlier than them. And then I'm like, I guess I should go. But then they come. So then we hang out all day.
Yeah.
And we're jumping up and down. I'm on my shoulders. It's crazy.
You're on your own shoulders?
Whatever.
Wow.
So we're throwing the ball. We called it ball. It was really fun.
Ball.
And then we come out. We're laying in the sun. And then there's not a lot of bathing beauties there. It's more of like an old families and whatever.
Yes.
But we go back in, and it was just a blast. And we ate dinner on the roof, and that was great. And we just had a great time. The shows were hot, too. Miami, big theater.
Yeah.
We played in the third largest stage in America. It's deep. It's like a big, long, deep stage. And there was like a kooky prop guy. I was playing with the props. He's like, get out of here, you piece of shit. You can't. And Mackie had a Coke, and he's like, get out. And Mackie's like, I'm sorry. And that was fun. And just a great Miami Beach week.
What was the temp?
About 72, 75.
Oh, perfecto.
And then no one's there yet. All the snowbirds come after Thanksgiving. It gets all crazy. And we avoided that South Beach like the plague.
Yeah.
I'm just not a South Beach guy. I got jeans and sneakers, and I'm very pale or whatever. I'm not very pale, but
it's too trendy.
Very trendy. So I got robbed there years ago. I went with me and Tom Dustin. We might have told that story when he was on.
Maybe.
I can't remember. The long story short, we thought I met these two African-American ladies. I thought they were just into me, you know?
That's not a chance.
And they said, let's go back to your place. And I said, great, come on back. And I was drunk and a free spirit. I was 22, and I was like, this is great. I'm going to have a threesome with these nice ladies.
Yeah.
And one was squishing her tits up in my face while the other one rifled through my bag. I didn't realize it.
Oh, the old salt and pepper.
Yeah, she was squishing her tits in my face. And I was like, and she was grabbing my dick. I thought it was the other one grabbing my dick. And I was like, hey, let me see, where's... And I couldn't really talk because I was muzzled.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden they were both like, that's enough, honey, we're going to go. And I was like, you leaving? Or I still didn't put it together. I was like, what do you mean you're leaving? What are you doing? And then they left. And I was like, that's weird how they left so abruptly. And then I was like, the cash! And I looked and all gone.
Oh, you got bamboozled.
$1,000 in cash.
You got bamboozled.
Yes, I did. I was bamboozled.
Yeah, wow. That's so heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was day one of vacation. We were going to Key West. And then my friend Tom, he got robbed of all his money during a blowjob. A woman was blowing him on the toilet, and she had his pants down at his ankles. She went through his pockets, took all his money.
Wow.
It was brutal. We got robbed of 100% of our money. I had to have my aunt wire me money, and then I had to pay her back. And every day I looked at my checking account for like 10 years. I'd always add $1,000. Like, that's what it should be.
Yes.
So South Beach, be careful of these women. They're not into you, folks.
Were they hot?
Oh no, they were heavy and wacky. I mean, they were not
wacky. Bad morning team.
Yeah, they were not hot, but they were nice. I mean, they were like, "Hey, sugar." And then I was like, let's get some drink. And I was like, let's go to your place. And I was like, okay, let's go to my place.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, this is going to be a story. This is why. And it was a story indeed.
And it makes you wonder, what if you had caught her mid-swipe? She might have pulled a fucking shank on you.
I know, that's scary because there's two of them. And I'm a weak individual, especially back when I was 22. Forget about it. I looked like the kid from Road Trip.
Right. And these are the two Serena sisters, the Williams sisters.
Well, only one of them is big. The other ones I could take, I think. Venus.
Yeah.
You know, there's a big rumors about Serena being a doper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, well, she's twice the size of her sister, which is odd.
What's her sister's name?
Venus. Twice the size,
like
and she's had some weird physical things that are signs of it. And then she's old and still winning. I mean, tennis, usually you're ancient by the time you're 25.
Right.
And she's now in her, I think, mid-30s and still winning. So there's some real rumors, but then when people accuse her, they're called racists. They're like, he's racists.
Well, black privilege.
But it's definitely a little suspicious. You can Google, you can find people on the outskirts doing it. But hey, what do I know?
Hey,
I enjoy watching, I root for her.
God, can I tell you, I love watching tennis.
Yeah, you texted me out of nowhere about tennis.
I'm a huge fan.
You act like I haven't been talking about tennis for 10 years
Well,
over here.
I was saying, hey, I'm on board, baby. Let's go to a game.
I know you were watching a rerun, too. I felt bad. It was like a sad moment.
Yeah.
Were you like, you watching this? I'm like, it happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, it was new to me, sister. And man, oh man, that Andy Murray, I could watch him pull a racket all day. Tennis is the best sport to watch because it's one-on-one. There's no team bullshit. And it's just score. That's it.
It's very exciting. It's a great sport, and it's quite lengthy.
Yeah, it was a little long. They play, 3 games equal a game?
Well, in the major, and you're watching a major, so it's much shorter. You're not watching a major. The major events, it's a 5-set.
Wow.
You're watching a 3-set match, which is, half the time, basically.
Still long. I mean, look at the clock. They're playing 2 hour, 3 hour.
Yeah, well, those major events, the 4 majors, they play fucking 5 hours sometimes.
Woo!
It's quite a number. But we got to go to the Open next year. You got to come out.
I'm dying to go.
It's the best sporting events. We did 2 episodes about it. It's a festival out there. It's a lot of fun.
I'm down. It's so captivating. I can't turn away. And they put that spin on that motherfucker. Woo!
Oh, the old Irish spinner.
Yes, Spin Doctors.
Oh, great band. They should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
No, wait.
No, that's the Third Eye Blind again.
What do they have?
Spin Doctors is like, little miss, can't be wrong.
Oh,
what you going to do? Do another one of these now rock and roll songs.
They had a better one than that.
There was that one, and then there was the other one.
This is the big one. Come on. What is that?
Little Miss Can't Be Wrong,
No,
and
yeah.
then there was like,
If you step... No,
that's the Third Eye Blind again.
Hold on.
Spin Doctors.
Spin Doctor hit.
There was that one, and then there was 2 big hits, and then there was a third that was pretty cool.
There's a bunch of nerds at home just going, come on, you douche. They know it. They got a Spin Doctors poster up.
It's hard to just think of a song out of the blue. Little Miss Can't Be Wrong.
Oh,
that was a
damn it.
fun one.
This was big.
It was similar to I Wished You, but
Yeah. It had
hit
a
us
hook.
with it.
2 Princes?
Yes!
Give me some tune.
2 Princes. That was it. That was a big one. Little Miss,
Give me a
Little Miss
little, I need a
Can't...
little hum. A hum a bar.
Princess one. It does sound like it's it does sound like the Wish You, but
Step over that ledge.
Princes. Yeah, it's I remember it now.
I don't got it. I need it. I can't go on.
The Princes. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. It's very choppy like that. The verse.
It's choppy. I remember choppy.
It's a choppy verse.
Yes, chopped. Good show.
Here it comes. Shelby's setting it up. We're going to have to pay for this,
That's it, right there. Thank you.
Turn it off before we get charged. We'll get sued.
You think they'll charge us?
Oh, yeah. The FCC will come get us.
If you step fuck.
Yeah. Adore you.
Yeah, go
How about
ahead
that now?
and
Yeah,
if you...
Just go
these
ahead
flowers,
now.
Go ahead, yeah. That was a great fucking song.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, baby.
Well, they only had 2 hits.
There might have been 2 princes.
Aha.
Princess, adore you. How about
Go
that
ahead
now?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
All
Got to
right,
get to the bottom of that
I
asshole.
couldn't live my life without getting jizzed on.
I think I'd like to be covered in cum. I think I just a bunch of dicks coming.
I can see that, yeah.
Just smear,
A male bukkake.
But I wish it wasn't dicks. I wish the girls came.
Squirting.
I just want that spider web. But no, that's piss. I don't want to be pissed on.
Oh, you're too picky.
Too pissy. By the way, this is a bad recording because here's what happened. I had a smoothie with a bunch of fruit in it, and I didn't do anything. Then I had a big chocolate chip cookie and a giant green tea. My sugar levels are dropping. I spiked, and I haven't eaten anything. I'm all wonk. I'm going to pass out over here.
We're going to hit Chipotle after this. By the way, we'd love a black card.
Yeah, give us an African-American card, goddammit. Boy,
Please.
so many tweets, by the way. They
Yes.
really stepped it up here.
Thank you, folks. They're getting annoyed, and I think we're making headway here. I think we're making progress.
Well, here's what I want you to do now, folks. Because this Starbucks business, old Mick over there, he's a great guy.
Love
And he
Mick.
always helps me out. Today he had some corporate people there, so he couldn't hook me up. But I get it, buddy. But they changed the J in citrus, and they call it the same thing. Come on, folks. Let's band together. Tweet at Starbucks and say,
Yes.
what's the deal with the Jade Citrus? We want the little coconut sticks back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I want you to go after them and then just go call them the F word and the C word.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm upset.
Yeah.
I am upset. I'm a loyal listener. You can't just change something and call it the same thing.
I hate that.
And also call your congressman and tell him Trump's gay or whatever.
Sure.
Do something positive as
Boy,
well. But
wouldn't that be a twist?
Starbucks, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Anyways, get into some stories. What are you doing over there? You got a loose butthole and a nice nostril.
Well, I'm going to dive into the deep end.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Sorry, coconut swirl or whatever the hell Starbucks thing is. This is heavy.
Coconut sticks.
Sticks.
There's no
Coconut
sticks anymore.
Got it. All right. Well, they taste like coconut?
It used to have a little thing to it. It was much better. Now it's just a minty green grass of bullshit. But they call it the same thing. It's a different tag, and I hate them.
All right. Haven't seen you in a minute. Tape my hour special for Comedy Central. Dream come true, folks. I watched these as a kid on HBO, on Comedy Central, blah, blah, blah. It's a doozy. It's a milestone, as they say.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to be confused with a kidney stone that you're going to get from eating vitamin C packets.
I know. Well, guess what? I switched over to a multi-vi.
Oh, that's what I take.
Aha.
I take it with folic acid to help prevent herpes outbreaks.
Oh, I take a one-a-day women's.
All right, well, get into these milestones.
Yes. So, basically, Comedy Central says I'm doing an hour at 7:30 and 9:30 p.m. at the Angel Orizant Center on the 17th of November, 2006, year of our Lord.
2016, I believe.
Thank you. What did I say?
2006. That was a decade ago.
Horrible year. So,
I liked it.
All right, it was fine.
Bush.
Remember when Bush was a problem? Boy, he's a drop in the bucket now.
He's fun. He's funny.
All right. So, I've been prepping all year, getting it ready, getting it going. I never thought the day would actually show up. I was fucking terrified. They say be there at 3. I'm talking. I had to get a lot of shit done. I had to submit the hour, type it all out. I had to get my wardrobe. I had to pick it up, send it to them. I got a haircut. I just did a ton of paperwork. I had to get my lawyer on this shit. It was a lot of stuff. So I had to pick the music, blah, blah, blah. It's just a lot of prep. Finally, I show up at 3 to the Angel Orizant Center, which is a beautiful synagogue at Lower East Side, right on Houston. Beautiful. I have pictures on my Facebook fan page if you really want to get caught up in that. So I show up at 3. There's guys with a crane. There's a bobcat. Beep, beep, beep. And they're shipping crates in and boxes. Everybody's got a lanyard with my name on it.
Wow.
There's some fucking catering. There's craft service. There's maintenance whores. There's the chicks who do like the set design. They're painting the stage and everything. They're so meticulous. There's the lighting guy. There's the grips. There's the jib. I couldn't tell. I was overwhelmed.
Wow.
I showed up. They're like, we've been here since 7 a.m., baby. And I was like, oh, my God, this is bananas.
All for you. You have a crew.
A crew for you.
A crew for you.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't handle it. I was like, this is for jokes. This is jokes I've written. I thought about every open mic, every bomb, every gay experience I've had. And I couldn't believe it. This is all for me. It was a lot. I could see why guys like doing specials because you feel important. You feel special.
Yeah, it's special.
But I don't feel that. My self-esteem is too low. I'm too douchey. I don't know what it was. It was like, I wanted to just back out. Everything was like, get out of here. Mm-hmm. But I had to keep telling myself, oh, it's jobs. It's giving jobs. So I show up. They're like, hey, we made a nice dressing room for you. It was like this beautiful dressing room. And they got all the shit I asked for. I had a bowl of ice cream, a bunch of beers, some whiskey, shrimp cocktail, seafood gumbo. They made a pot of seafood gumbo.
You go, I got such a low self-esteem. I asked for ice cream, beer, whiskey,
I'm
gumbo.
also a cheap mooch, so I'm going to get what I can out of this. So I show up, and they're too nice to you, you know? Or like, oh,
Yeah.
he's here, which I hate. I hate that.
Yeah, I remember doing a commercial. A lady would come over with one of those little fans, like Ace Ventura. Remember we steered the boat? She would blow it in my face, and I can't. You can't do that.
No,
I can't have a lady blowing
Right.
a fan in my face.
Yeah, who am I? Liberace?
Yeah, it's nice. It's very nice,
It's nice.
but it feels a little much. You
Yeah.
feel like they should have a giant leaf blowing you. You know those leaves?
Yes, you're coming on elephants. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'll eat my soup. I'll be fine. They kept being like, you need anything? How's the temperature? Are you gay? What's going on? It's like, I'm fine. So eventually we shoot a bunch of shit, some promo stuff. They do a lot of like, can you stand on stage and hold the mic so we can get some shots, all that. So, you know, usually I'm like, shit, I got 4 hours to kill before a show. But when you have this nerve-wracking show, you want every minute. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, 4 hours, that's not enough. I need more time. I want to sit and think and look at my jokes and sit with the teleprompter lady. I'm talking to the teleprompter lady. I'm like, all right, Jew face, anal, jizzbag. Now put under jizzbag, put anal again, you know, in parentheses as a whole thing. with the teleprompter lady. And so it was just a crazy day. I ate my seafood gumbo. I'm having a good time. And then Schumer shows up at around 7.
All right.
And I remember when she showed up, it was like, battle stations! Like, everybody kind of like ran and scurried and like did everything.
It's like when a bus shows up at Burger King.
Right. Who?
A bus at Burger King.
Ah.
You not following that?
Well, this was more like Secret Shopper, like the health inspector's here kind of thing.
But I'm saying when they're all working a regular shift.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden 60 people show up, it's
Right.
like, fuck.
Yes.
All hands on deck.
I thought, okay. So, she showed up and she's like, all right, what are we doing? I got to be here. All right, you know, and obviously I'm grateful to have her and I wouldn't have it without her. So it was nice to see her.
I think you would.
I don't know. Maybe in a few years. I don't know about now. So she shows up and she's like, "That what you're wearing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She points to my chest, does the finger up to the nose trick, you know, the whole thing.
Oh, God.
And she's cool because she's done 3 specials or 2 specials, 3. And so she was like, "That's got to change. This is no good." She was like, "You got a cord mic? Go with a cordless. It's easier for editing." Blah. I was like, "All right." So she kind of like came in and just
She produced.
She produced.
She's a producer.
She directed. And so we shot our little intro. I had an idea for an intro. We shot it. We knocked it out of the park in like 3 takes. And my boy Matt Salacuse is there. He's my photog guy. He took those photos of us at the phone booth.
Salacuse, yeah.
So good.
One of the
So
best
good.
in the biz.
So good. He's done everybody. Did Tribe Called Quest in the 90s. So, yeah, just a crazy day. And then before you know it, Schumer kept kicking people out of my green room. She's like, "You need to be alone. You can't spend your energy making these idiots feel happy." You know, like your publicist shows up and she's like, "How you feel?" Everybody asks people ask me how I felt 800 times that day. "How you feeling? How you feeling?" Well, I was feeling good, so you fucking annoyed me with this "how you feeling" bullshit.
Well, they're concerned about you.
I think it's just it's like a "how you doing," but it's worse.
Yeah.
I hate "how you doing" too. I hate "how are you?" I hate "how's your day?" How's your mom and them? I hate it all. So I'm just like, "How you feeling?" So then I just feel like my answer's not good enough, because you want to just go, "Feel good, I'm ready." They want you to be like, "I'm freaking out." Ah! They want to be entertained. It's too much.
It's a lot.
Get out of my green room, you whore. So I'm eating my ice cream. I'm drinking a beer. I'm having a good time and just sitting in there, you know, stewing in my own thoughts, sitting with Schumer. We meditated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then before you know it, 7:30 rolls around, and she's like, "All right." Donnelly shows up. Donnelly was a fucking sight for fat eyes. I mean, that guy, just seeing like a friend, a comic, a good hang.
Yeah.
So he was there, and he's my opener. He's my warm-up guy.
Yeah.
So Sean Donnelly goes out there, and for him, he's got 3 beers in his hand. He's got a hoagie in the other hand. He's like, he's cool as a cucumber. He's casual. And I'm just sitting there like shaking. I'm trembling. I'm so nervous. I don't know why. TV specials are easier than regular sets, but they're more nerve-wracking. I guess because they're permanent.
Yeah, they're also easier. They're hard. You're doing an hour. I know,
but
forever.
I'm doing an hour for a hot crowd. I mean, if a joke doesn't hit, they can sweeten it. Not that I want that. If I flub a line, they can retake it. Everything's laid out for you.
Right.
But I'm still terrified. And it's a special moment. I'm thinking Bring the Pain. I'm thinking Back in Town. I'm thinking Kill 'Em Softly. I'm thinking Chewed Up, you know? So, there's this big stairwell. We're all under the stage. We're like the basement. The basement was huge. So we're all on the basement, and then the director goes, "All right, we're going to shoot now. You're up, baby. Here we go." And I look out, and I see a line of people filing in. I was like, "Oh, my God, there's a line around the block."
Wow.
And they file in, and there's a hum, you know, from the crowd. People are talking. You hear chairs moving, and it's in this beautiful synagogue from 1828 or whatever the hell it is. And they just file in, and they're all excited. They're excited for a TV taping. And you can see Samantha Black, the audience coordinator, like, "Move out of here, you cunt, you piece of shit, you're in the way. You got to sit here. He can't have somebody he knows up front. Get the hell out of here." And it was just it was a whirlwind. I was like, this is all for me.
She's a badass. That's
She's
Samantha
a
Black.
badass.
She did the talent court on Louis' half hour in 2005.
She's the best in the biz. She's the Miles Davis of talent coordinating.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Donnelly goes up. Donnelly's killing, just riffing and raffing and just murdering, fucking with people in the front row. They are juiced up. It's a TV show, baby. So Schumer and me are just standing downstairs in the wings, and she's like, "All right, baby, this is it. You're ready. You're going to kill it. I put you on for a reason, and you're going to make me proud, and I love your material." Blah, blah. So it was a really nice moment. And I look to my left. I see all the monitors. There's like 12 monitors.
Oh,
And there's
boy.
like 13 guys with headsets and keyboards and dials and switches. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. I can't take it. And I look up, I creep up the stairs a little bit, and I see the big jib swinging over the crowd.
A swinging jib.
Swinging jib. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is a lot. And Schumer's like, all right, I'm going to be quick, short, sweet, bring you up. Then it's all you, baby. And I go, all right. And she goes, look, picture yourself on stage right now. That's all it is. Just another show. Just another show. And I'm like, all right. Got it. She's very, very helpful. And she goes up. The crowd goes bananas when she shows up. I don't know if they knew she was going to bring me up.
Right.
So she's a real celeb. A-list. A-list.
Yeah.
So they go crazy.
I'm J-list.
Aha.
She's A-list.
That's right. Amy List.
I'm Joseph A-list.
There you go.
Albert.
So she goes, he's one of my favorite comics. I'm producing this for a reason. Blah. She brings me up. Place goes nuts. And it was too much ovation where I'm like, I had to do like all right, settle.
Yeah, a lot of those hours are strange.
Yeah.
People go crazy. They standing O's.
It's too much. It's all that Make-A-Wish feeling. It's like, all right, I'm not dying. I don't have cancer. Let's just do some comedy here. I appreciate that you're juiced up, but let's just get into it.
You're not dying, but you are killing.
Hey! Yes. So I go up, and I'm stiff as a goddamn board. I'm flat as a chest, and I'm up there just like, so, hangovers, huh? Weird, right? And I kind of like brush it off, and I go, how about this place, huh? The room goes, yeah, and I go, you give the Jews some money, they'll let you do anything. Gets a huge laugh, and I'm like, all right, I'm in there. So then I go back and do my jokes again. Killing! I'm in the zone, baby! And I just did my hour, and it went well. I got a bunch of applause breaks. Everything hit. Every joke worked. Callbacks. Blah, blah, blah. I said, any gay guys here? These just two guys in the balcony went like, hey, we're gay. And they were all dressed up. And I said, you guys are like the gay guys from the Muppets, of which is easiest line in the book, but it killed. And it just felt good to go off script a little bit.
Yeah.
And, first show in the can. Couldn't have gone better. Went great. I was a little stiff, but it went great. And I want to thank everybody who came out. And then you go back downstairs, and everybody blows you. How's it feel? How you feel? I feel fine. So then Schumer's kicking people away. They throw me back in the green room. Sam comes in. Phil Hanley comes in. Now we're sitting in the green room. She's giving me notes. She's got great notes.
Oh, good.
Hey, a legal pad of notes. She's like, you flubbed this line. You got to redo it. This line, you should pause longer. This line, and I'm like, she gave me like 30 notes. I'm like, how am I supposed to remember all this? And she goes, you will. And she was right.
Wow.
Somehow, you know the set so well that you go back up there and you go, oh yeah, Schumer said that, do that. And she nailed all the notes. So, second show came by quick, and I just ran. This time I was excited to go. I was like, I can't wait to mount that stage like Orny Adams.
It's got to feel good. It's the only time you do a TV taping where you have two takes at it.
Yeah, you got two shots.
You can't do Letterman twice.
No.
I mean, that's nice. You got one in the can. You have a little more loose, a little more cannon fodder. Something. That doesn't quite make sense.
Cannon fodder.
I don't know.
Cannonball Run?
I didn't care for that movie.
It's a little overrated. But so this time, this guy Kevin, he's a producer.
Kevin!
Yeah, he goes, why don't you have a glass of whiskey? Because you got it.
Yeah.
You got it in the can. Why don't you have a whiskey? And this time, curse. Because I wasn't cursing.
Uh-huh.
So I was doing a lot of like, goddams and frickin'.
Oh, jeez.
I know. So I go, all right. He goes, we already got it. Why don't you just be as loose as you can? So I said, all right. So I chugged down the whiskey, and I go up there, and I go, hey, all right. And I was loose, baby. I was a goose. Loose. Spruce moose. And just whipping and whapping. I got heckled. Some guy was filming me. He stood up. I think he was retarded, mentally challenged. And I shit on him, which was tough, because when there's a retarded guy, you got to walk that line.
Right.
You got to show the boss who's driving, but you also can't call this guy a downsy cunt.
Right. But I think if a guy ruins a TV taping, you can call him a downsy cunt.
I guess, but I didn't want to come off as mean. I had like 30 more minutes, so I was just trying to fly through.
You can make fun of people with Down syndrome and become president.
Oh, you got a point there. Should have grabbed some twat while I was at it.
That guy didn't have Down syndrome, but whatever.
He didn't?
He's got something.
All right.
He's off.
Yeah. Probably a nasal drip. So, so it went great, and I got off that stage. I hugged everybody. I did a little like Comedy Central taping, like, thanks for having me, blah, blah. Hugged everybody. We did it. And you can tell when people are actually proud of you and when they're just like, well, we'll fix it in post. And I could tell they were really proud, which was the nice
that's
moment.
good.
Yeah, they were really like, we got it. That was. I could see them when someone says something away from you, and they're complimenting you, you know it's a real compliment.
Of course.
That's the best feeling.
A behind-the-back compliment.
Yes.
It's better than behind-the-back pass.
A BTBC. So I go, all right, we got it. I felt good. It was all over. All that thought, all that weight off my shoulders. Thank God. Crowning moment. Done. Over. And they go, we got to go to the after party. So I go, all right, let me let the crowd leave. And I watched the crowd leave, and I watched them talk about it, and I watched them go, oh, that one bit was good. And how about when you hit the heckler? And, so that was a great moment.
That's nice.
Filing out is nice. Oh! Well, actually, I can't give away the ending.
Oh,
I do a whole gag at the end, but I'm not going to give it away.
All right.
Sorry, folks. Didn't mean to do that to you.
But it'll be out in April.
Yes.
So
April. Just like me. I'm going to come out in April, and she knows who she is. So we go to the after party. They arrange a bunch of Ubers to take people over to the after party.
Oh, that's nice.
To the west side, because they figure, I said, why don't we have the after party in walking distance? They said, because you got to weed out the nuts.
Ah.
Yeah, they know what they're doing over there.
Get those nuts weeded out.
Oh, another fun thing. So I'm about to go on stage. It's like 7:26. I'm about to go on stage, and Ann Harris of Comedy Central.
Love Ann.
She books shit. She's a vet, and she goes, you can't wear those shoes on stage. And I go, these are my shoes. This is what I'm wearing. I don't have other shoes. She goes, they're New Balance. New Balance was just endorsed by the KKK or the neo-Nazi the night before.
Oh, yeah, but that's nonsense.
That's what I said. I was like, it's going to be in April. People have forgotten about it. I like these shoes. I feel comfortable in the shoes. She's like, shoes are out. We don't want any bullshit. And I'm like, well, I'm making fun of Jews the whole time. I'm making fun of blacks. I'm making fun of Asians. Like, who cares about the shoes?
Right.
No one's going to be like, I like the special with the shoes, you know?
Right.
So they ran out and got me some Asics, which they let me keep.
Oh, that's nice.
So I take the sole.
I love
Asics. So I take the sole out of the New Balance and I put it in the Asics.
Ah, so you got the soul of the KKK in you.
Aha! What I've always wanted. So, yeah, I go up and do it like that. And then we jump in the Ubers, go to the after party. I don't like all this shit, but I got to the after party, everybody's clapping. Hey! Right when I show up.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's
that's
nice
a fun
moment,
feeling.
It still feels weird, but like, hey, thank you. And, you're hugging everybody. And the whole world was there. It was like fucking Carl Hess and Dave Ross were there. My manager,
who that is.
my agent, Donnelly came by. Sam was there. Stavros, Scott Chaplin, Evan Williams. The cellar staff showed up.
Wow.
Aaron was there. And Chris Allen fucking came in from Virginia. And so it was just a hot shindig, and everybody's getting hammered. Open bar, free food. Everybody's going nuts.
Comedy Central really throws it around when it's time.
They will throw it around, but they will pinch it a few times too.
Yeah, they giveth and taketh away.
Thank you. And yeah, it was all gravy, baby. A lot of high fives, a lot of hugs. And then, just when you thought the party couldn't get any wackier, Leonard Oots runs up and he goes, hey, man, you're not going to believe this shit. Sinbad downstairs.
Wow.
And I was like, get the hell out of here. What's he doing? Is he a fan? He goes, he doesn't know who you are, but he's drinking.
Wow.
I was like, all right, great. So
Sinbad
comes up and place goes nuts. Everybody's like, Sinbad's here. The night couldn't get any weirder. All right, great. He's got a wacky shirt on, some shades, and a cool fedora. And he's like high-fiving everybody. Everybody gets a photo with Sinbad. And somebody goes, that's Mark. That's the guy who did the hour. And he goes, oh, yeah. I know your stuff. That guy's never heard of me from Which Way to Sunday, but he felt the need to lie.
You never know. Maybe he listens to the pod.
Well, if you listen to the pod, Sin, call in.
Yeah, you look great. Call in bed.
Ah,
jeez.
I liked it.
That was a stretch.
So, yeah, Sinbad was cool. Then I got way too drunk and went back with a lady. Couldn't get it up.
What?
I was so drunk.
Oh, I never had that problem one time.
I've never had it before either until
In
then.
all my blackout day, I could always get hard. I mean, I'm hard now.
Yeah, I don't know what the problem was. I've never had the whiskey dick.
Maybe it was anxiety or something. That seems crazy.
Maybe the special being over was just like, I don't have time to fuck. Sorry, I got to think.
I guess so.
I don't know, but it's never happened to me. And so I remember she was blowing me and she goes, whiskey dick? And I just went, yeah.
Wow.
She knew it before me, I
With
guess.
the blowjob, you couldn't get hard.
Nothing.
I mean, that's scary. I'd be terrified if I were you.
Well, don't get in my head there, fatty.
Blowjob, no hard.
Oh, God.
My God.
I think I was a solid sem.
Too much vitamin C, my friend. I would hope it's a semi-sem, because I feel like there's no worse thing for a woman to experience than a totally limp dick in the mouth. It feels so yucky to me whenever I've had it.
Yeah, right.
Limp Dick just sitting in there all dead.
Well, it was a sem.
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be a sem.
Yeah, it was
If it's
definitely
not a sem. No dissemination.
Yeah, I could have used some vitamin C. I had no stone.
Oh, man.
I used some hardness.
Greg Stone, was he there?
Yeah. DeVito was there.
Oh, good.
Stone was there. Neil Stasny, Scotland Green. The whole gang was there.
Oh, that's fun.
Killer crew. Everybody was avoiding certain people. You know, it was fun. Like, oh, that guy's here. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
I'll tell you who that was later. And, yeah, it was just a great time. And I woke up wildly hungover again and had to get my bootstraps pulled up. And I was so hungover, but after that drunk history hangover, I was like, I can handle this.
Yeah,
and
nothing.
I suited up and went straight on a private jet to Austin, Texas with Schumer.
Oh, the capital of Texas.
You got that right. Yeehaw, baby. And had a nice little time. What a city.
Great city. Home of the Longhorns. And, boy, we had that fun time at that festival. And,
Yeah.
great city. I hope to be back soon.
So I got more, but you go. I'm hogging.
Oh, geez. I haven't been looking. I've been listening.
Oh,
I mean, that's exciting. What a thrill.
What a thrill. It's in the can. It's over.
Make it all happen. And then April.
April, baby.
What, is there a date?
Not yet, but we got to get in that editing room, and I hope they don't. Comedy Central will fuck you right in the anal with some editing, so I gotta put my foot down.
Yeah, you got to get in there because, like Mackie was talking about, sometimes if you pause, they'll be like, "Oh, we can shave a couple seconds there," and they'll cut out your pause.
The pause is key.
So you got to keep an eye on that.
Oh yeah, Doug Key was at the party. He's a great guy.
Oh, I love Doug Key.
Yeah.
That guy's in tremendous shape.
Tremendous shape, great head of hair, and just a sweetheart of a douche.
Good guy. Those are all good people you're naming, and all funny people too.
Very funny after party.
It's a special time to be alive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to get into here. I got a bunch of stuff here. We're running low on time, but boy, let me get into this. So Miami, I talked about Miami, and then we went from Miami Beach to Washington, D.C., Constitution Hall, which is the best room in the country.
Amazing room.
Chris Rock did Never Scared there. Eddie Murphy did Delirious there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think it might be where Louis shoots his. It's still undecided. But quite a room. It's the most deceiving room. It's 3,400 seats, but it looks like 1,000. It's kind of like, it's crazy.
It's big.
It's amazing. And just a legendary room. Every president since Coolidge has attended an event there.
Ooh.
And maybe I already said that last time we did it. But so it's the second time around there. And I just love D.C. Beautiful autumn day. We went and saw Hacksaw Ridge. We talked about that. We walked all around. And it's a different feel in D.C. They're building the bleachers for inauguration, which is crazy.
Oh, it's a vibe.
Very odd vibe. Yeah,
Yes.
it's bizarre. And we do that show. And then it's just a windy, gusty, nasty day. So we go from Constitution Hall over to the jet to the airport, and I ride with Louis. He calls Chris Rock on the phone.
Oh, fun.
To talk about the special. They're trying to figure out where to tape, and he's got him on speaker because I think Louis knows how exciting it is to
Yeah,
hear.
he
So it's like,
loves
it's
it.
Rock and Louis talking, and I'm just part of this conversation. And then Louis would be like, "What's the thing?" And I'm like, "Zabah." And I'm in the conversation.
Whoa,
It's crazy. It's the whole.
You're with Rock.
I know the whole time. I'm like, "Don't mention that I'm the guy that trashed the bit there.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit."
I mean, he might figure that out. I mean, you're the opener.
Maybe he still knows. Maybe I don't know what. Chris is very mysterious. I don't know what's going on over
He's
there.
an odd duck.
So we get to the airport, and Louis like, "This is going to be a rough flight." I can tell 'cause it's so windy and nasty, and the weather's moving north, and we're heading north. So
Oh,
we're like,
boy.
this is going to be a rough one. And it's a big giant jet because the company whatever made them wait on the way down, so they gave them an upgrade, free upgrade with a waitress, the whole thing.
Oh, I love that.
Same plane we had in Europe, a huge fucking plane.
She puts the food out.
Oh yeah.
I love the grub.
She handles the ticket money. So we get in there, and those guys, Mackie's kind of a nervous flyer, and Louis gets a little nervous too when it's rough, you know. People don't like flying private jets. It can be a little shaky, you know.
It's a little wiggly.
It's a small plane. I don't really have any issue. Turbulence doesn't bother me.
Aha.
That doesn't, because it's bumps in the water. It's, you know, it's typical. The wings are made to bend all the way up and touch.
Yeah.
You can't, it's very hard for a plane to get knocked out of the sky. Very rare.
It's nice
almost
to hear.
impossible.
All right, good.
So we get up there, and right away it's, you know that turbulence with a plane, there's booms.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not just side to side, it's going up and down. It just drops, you go, woo. And the whole thing, and like, they're all drinking wine. They're all like, you know, let's have some wine here for this flight. It's only a half-hour flight,
Oh, thank God.
but it is wild. Never
Yeah.
experienced anything like this. I guess we had a tailwind,
Aha.
which is black. You want a headwind, I guess.
A headwind.
Or a tailwind helps speed it up, but if it's a nasty one, it was blowing the plane everywhere.
I like a Steve wind.
And where I'm sitting, I can see out the windshield and both side. So everything, all three, the scenery's changing.
Oh,
it's like
my
a
Lord. Wow.
And then as we're landing, it gets bananas. It's
Really?
wild. The plane is just rocking. All the dishes are sliding, which adds to the anxiety. 'Cause you hear like silverware being like whoosh,
Yes.
and the wine is splattering everywhere.
Ah.
And then Louis started to get like upset. He's like, fucking cunt, fuck.
Wow.
Fuck this cunt of a fucking flight. And then Mackie's like turning bright white. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
And I'm like, calm down, everybody, we're fine. And then we had to do a quick double swoop landing thing. And at one point, I looked out, and we were so low, and we were turning so sharp that we were completely, like, whatever it is, 45-degree angle, looking straight down at the ground, and
So
it was right there.
The wing was pointing directly up.
Well, the wing on the right
Yes.
was pointing up,
Yes.
and the wing on the left was pointing straight down, and we're just
Wow.
like completely sideways.
Wow.
And I'm like, I had a moment where I was like, all right, now I'm a little, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
This is
right.
crazy. And it's pouring rain, so the rain is like, now you can see we're below the weather now.
Yeah.
So the rain is hitting, and then outside, it's just going, and we're fishtailing.
Christ.
Like the tail is jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Wow.
And I don't get nervous on flights, but they're all like, ah! And Louis like, fuck my ass, cunt,
Yeah.
shit.
He goes into Tourette's.
Yeah, it's like crazy. And eventually we landed, we kind of crab walked in. We landed on the right wheel. And at one point we're coming in on one gear.
Wow.
And the whole plane has to go and like almost like crashes down.
Was the pilot drinking?
No, it's just a wild weather.
Wow.
And then we talked to him. We were all like, whoo. And now it's like, whether you're afraid of turbulence or not, your stomach is just, because you've just been like shaking for 40 minutes.
Right.
And then like there's those sounds that come like, whoosh. It was fucking bananas. It's the craziest flight I've ever been a part of.
Oh my God.
And we talked to the pilot, and we were like, and then Louis was like, were you nervous? And he's like, no, never. I mean, he's just like, to that, and I said this to you off mic, but I think it's the equivalent of like a late show Friday at a club where it's rowdy and wild. And like you hate it, and you're like, "This is work."
Yeah.
But if someone was like, "Were you nervous?" You're like, "No, I'm doing
annoyed.
comedy. It's
Yeah.
just that I wanted it to be over." I'm sure they were like, "This sucks."
Yeah.
But they weren't nervous. I mean, they're just fine. And Louis said he always looks in the cockpit because a private jet, there's no door. You're just looking.
Right.
He's like, he always looks to them to see if they're freaking out. Like, ah, their hair's everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're all just calm as cucumbers.
Right.
But man, it got topsy as well as turvy.
Yeah, I think you need that to be a pilot. You need a little of that like slow pulse that just kind of beep beep beep. You know.
Yeah, they got thousands of hours, but then we land, and then we're coming on the runway. We're doing 70 miles an hour, and Michelle's like, "Boy, we made it." And I was like, "Well, not." Yeah. Oh no, Mackie said it, and I was like, "Well, this is still people skid off the fucking runway all the time." I'm like,
Oh, really?
You got to come to a stop before you're like, ah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I mean, you start fisting, you flip over the whole thing.
Right,
A lot of
right.
accidents happen on the runway. So that was pretty intense and exciting.
That's
but
terrifying. You know what's the scariest is when you feel all that turbulence and you hear beeping.
Oh yeah.
You're like, what the fuck's the beeping?
Yeah, it was harrowing to say the least, but really a lot of fun and exciting. 4 days in Miami, 1 in DC, and then he's doing LA next week, or we're in the future now. I think we're going to, maybe we just got back from Seattle. Who knows? But Austin's coming up.
Nice.
Hope they'll be there.
This tour is never ending.
Goes through the spring. Yeah, he's having a great time. He loves it.
Oh, good for him.
He loves stand up, and he doesn't know when to shoot the special. He just wants to keep touring. He's having a blast. And,
Great.
We're having a lot of fun out there, and I think he feels young, and I feel young and exuberant. We're all talking comedy and eating dinner and driving around, and it's all very exciting.
I love it.
I mean, I love him. The guy's my idol and a close friend.
How do you like that?
It's very strange. And that was a year ago, just over a year ago. We did the Hamptons gig where I got
Yes.
sick and shit my pants. So
Remember how we were shitting ourselves when you got that gig?
yeah, I mean, there's still moments where I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
That's how I felt election night. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Ooh,
but
her,
it's
she's ugly.
pretty wild. I mean, we're opening for two superstars of the profession we've chosen.
Yeah, it's weird that this podcast we're touring with the two of the three, along with Kevin Hart, biggest
Yeah.
comics in the world.
Right. So crazy.
Pretty strange. And maybe Gad. I don't know who else is.
He's up there. Hopefully we can do this ourselves one day and have a jet.
Well, we're on our way, certainly.
Yeah, thanks to you folks.
Yes, thanks for supporting and coming out. And tell some friends, for God's sakes, out
Yes.
there. Spread the word. Say, hey, these guys are great. Let them know that we're a little irreverent and wacky. We don't want to.
But hey, we need a little irreverence these days, huh? Especially when it's ironic. I mean,
There's lots. And check out the Laughable app too. By the way.
ooh, love Laughable.
But what else you got? You got another thing?
Yeah, well, I was in Austin,
Uh-huh.
and we landed in Austin. And whenever there's a cool city, we like to hang there, and make a hub.
Of course.
Because you got that jet, so why not? Why sleep in, Tulsa when you can stay in Austin?
Tulsa backwards, a slut.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just think of that?
No, I thought about it a lot when I was growing up, but then Quinn had a joke about it.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, we'll send him a check. But yeah, so we're in Austin, so we spend the night there, and I'm trying to cut back on the booze.
Yeah.
So I got pretty high
Uh-huh.
as a nice way to compensate, and that's when I watched tennis. I watched tennis for probably 4 hours high.
Yeah, it's a fun sport. I
was-
imagine high would be enjoyable.
Oh, I was sitting on the floor, staring at the TV, just my head was going back and forth like a puppy in my underwear of a hotel room with the lights off, watching TV. And so we wake up the next day, and we go, let's get some fucking tacos. We're in Austin.
Ooh.
So my friend knows all these foodies. Not my friend, the band guy. He's in the band. He's the drummer of the opener band. And he's like, let's get some tacos. He's like, my friend knows the best spot. We got to go there today. And I'm like, great, let's go. So we all suit up. We head out there. It's a mile walk. We say, fuck it, let's walk it. We chat. We have a great time. We get the tacos. It's called Vera Cruz. Oh, I can't believe I remember the name. Great tacos in Austin, right on the, I think it's in the east side. East side of Austin's like the hip spot now.
Yeah.
That's like the cool kids. So we go to the east side, Vera Cruz. I get a great taco. I put my jacket. We're on a picnic table. Put my jacket next to me. It's chilly out. I'm eating my fish taco. So good. I got the guacamole. Killing it. Zing, zang, zoom. I go to pick up my jacket. Bird shit on it.
Oh.
Bird shit.
Fuck those birds.
Yes, the snowbird came and shit on my coat.
Silverfish.
Yes, catfish. So that was a bummer. I've never had a bird shit on anything I owned.
Really? It's supposed to be good luck, they say.
That's what they say. But you know what? I'd rather a four-leaf.
That's what they say when we're together.
If you...
Shitting just as fast as you can. Two princes.
Yeah. How's the song go again?
Thank
Thank you. How about that guy who goes, you make a face, he goes, what was that again? And you make the face and he laughs at you. I hate that guy.
What?
When you go, man, an ambulance drove by and went, woo, 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 and the guy goes, what'd it do? And you go, woo.
Oh,
and
God.
you feel like an asshole.
That guy's a piece of trash.
Hate that guy.
Garbage.
He's akin to the guy who goes, shit, I'm going to fuck this up. But you go, I had a brain fart. Hold on, I'll get it back.
I smell it.
Yes. The guy who goes, hey, guess what? Arsenio Hall showed up. And you go, really? And he goes, nah.
Oh, yeah.
That guy?
You do stuff like
I
that
do
all
that
the
all the
time.
time.
That's your thing.
All right.
You're that guy.
All right, well, I hate myself, so it makes sense.
Jeez.
So yeah, we get the bird shit on, and then we fly out to Oklahoma, and we do a casino there, and I'm shitting on it the whole time, like, it's a casino gig in Oklahoma. It's a double whammy. That's gonna be a fucking horrible gig. And we get there, and it was great.
Really?
They were so happy to see us.
Where was it? Not the other one that I was talking about.
If you said it, I'd know it. Durant. Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant from Oklahoma City.
Yeah, great
Formerly.
gig. Great gig, great crowd. It was like 3,500 people. Hot time. I had a hell of a meal backstage. They bought us catering and all this shit. I had a pho. You like pho?
Pho.
You would hate pho.
What the hell's pho?
It's a Vietnamese soup.
Oh, yeah, I don't get into the pho scene. I like a nice
pho.
pizza.
Nice pizza. Tell you, pho you wouldn't like it.
What is it? Meat?
It's a broth, and you put shit
I like
in.
broth.
All right. We're halfway there. You put shit in, and it cooks it in its own broth. The meat is sliced so thin that it cooks it in the broth.
That sounds nice. I like that.
All right.
Let's get some pho.
It's Asian-y.
It sounds like you're not finishing the word.
No, everybody says pho, but it's actually pho.
Oh, pho.
Pho. You fucked up. So.
My glasses fogged up.
Uh-huh.
I want to die.
Yeah, well, one day.
I will.
It'll happen. But
That
yeah,
sucks. That's
we'll
a
try
bummer.
some pho, but I don't think you'll dig it.
I'll dig it.
All right. Well, we'll try it later.
It'll be more for you.
Okay, so we go get I eat the food. I have a good time. We leave. We fly right out of Durant and go straight to Houston. Which
Love Houston.
I'm not a crazy about a Hugh.
I like Houston. Sarah's from there. They got the Astros, the oil, and there's some hot girls, and it's nice.
Texas, traffic, fat people. I don't know.
I'm a Texas guy. I love it.
I like Austin.
I love San Antonio.
I hate San Antonio.
What? We got big fans there.
I love San Antonio.
I like it.
I lived there for a year and I got real fucked up with a girl.
I just like the Mexican food and the queso and everywhere. They got good queso there, and I mean, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of problems there. A lot of horrible people, but I like it generally.
Well, I had a bad run because the night we got there, I had a chili. By the way, I'm done ordering chili at restaurants.
Hell, that'll give you the runs.
I love a good chili, but it's never good. And then you get the runs and you're shitting drunk history shit. It's a whole thing.
What about the country chili?
I'm fine with chile.
It's a cool, looks like a long dump that I take, like a dart shit.
Huh?
I take long, thin dumps. The border, it's crazy. The lines.
Oh, Chile.
Chile, yeah.
Yeah. How ironic that the city named Chile looks like a dump.
That is interesting.
Or is it a country?
It's a country.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, once you get outside of America, country and city is real vague with me.
I suppose so.
Yeah. Croatia? That's a country.
That's a country.
All right.
This is a fun game.
Krakow?
Krakow's a city.
All right. Hamburg?
City. Been there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I prefer Cheeseburg.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I like turkey.
This got bad. I've been there, too.
Ooh.
Istanbul.
Wow.
Istanbul of Fa.
Oh, boy. Well, we're getting
A
down to the wire
female
here.
deer. All right, we got to run out of this. Come on,
All right,
wrap it up. What are we doing?
So, all right. Joe's running on fumes here.
My spike levels have dropped.
All right, we're going to eat some Chipotle.
Yes, we are.
I
Not
might
with a black card, though.
We'd love one.
But gift cards that we plenty.
We love the blacks.
Thank you.
So, yes. I'm in Houston. I get the chili, and I go, all right, I got to sit this one off, fellas. I ate the whole bowl. That's how fucked up I am. I hate something, I'll still eat it all.
Yeah.
Because I had no food growing up. Thanks, Mom. So, I'm sitting at the hotel. I go back to the hotel. I'm like, I got to lay down. Never good when you have to lay down. So I'm just gurgling with the chili, and Schumer texts me. She goes, hey, hot stuff, we're going soul cycling.
Ooh.
And I go, well, count my fat ass out because I'm stuffed with chile and I'm shitting out ground beef. And she goes, well, you're coming. And I go, I ain't going. And she goes, you're coming. And I go, you know what? Maybe this will burn off the chile.
Ah.
So I say, all right, you fat whore, sign me up. So I pop my little Daisy Dukes on. I put on a little halter top, and I go down there, and I hit that elevator button for lobby, and we go straight to Soul Cycle in Houston. Now, have you done this?
I cycled one time.
You did?
Yes.
Soul?
That's how I knew so much about it.
Soul or just regular?
It was a cycle class. I don't know what soul involves.
What were you doing there?
I just trying to get in shape.
Wow, it's a whole new you.
But it's the whole thing. I told you I cranked the thing lower.
Yes, there's a crank on the bike.
Yeah, you got a lower setting.
Yeah, so Soul Cycle is basically cycling, but gayer and louder and energetic.
Yeah, they yell shit.
Yeah, it's like cycling on AIDS. You know,
On AIDS?
Yeah, it's gayer. So you're in this.
Oh, that is hurtful.
So you're in this room, and it's pitch black. Not pitch black, but it's dark, and there's like Drake playing and like Eminem blasting.
Oh.
And there's a lady in the front on a bike, but she's got the headset. And she's like, all right, you homos, we're going to get in there. You're strong, ladies. Ladies, you are strong. Now pump it one time. Pump it. And there's this house trance music going. Okay, pump it 2 times. Now dip. Now dip. And I'm trying to pedal, and it's like you're dancing on a bicycle.
Oh, this sounds horrific.
It was horrible. I'm like, my shoe fell off at one point. The lady next to me was Asian. She was snickering at me. And I was like falling off the bike. I had the wall next to me. Thank God. I kept using the wall as a holder. And, oh my God, she's like, all right, ladies, no one's going to tell you what to do. Who's my new people? And I'm like, hey. And she's like, yeah, you are, you bitch. Fuck you, bitch. And I'm like, I'm sorry. She's like, you suck at slang. I'm like, I'm trying to get better. Oh, it was so bad. I'm sweating my balls off, and you gotta she's like, all right, get up off the seat. Now back on the seat. Now up off the seat. Oh my God, it was brutal.
It hurts your asshole, those seats.
Those seats, it's like a dagger going up your taint.
They should make a bench. It just sticks out and it's cushy.
Yes.
I like a cushy bench.
Love a cushy bench. So now I got chili gurgling in me. I got Drake up my asshole, and I got a seat right in my tainter, and it was a tainted love, my friend. So, just sweating out just crazy amounts of beef. And it lasts forever. Then you got to pick up these weights connected to the bike, and you pick up the weights at one point. You go up with the weights, sideways with the weight, up with the weight. Drake. Heard you call me on the cell phone. Weights.
Oh.
Brutal. And I was looking around. There's all these hot chicks in there.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm the only guy except for two gays who are staring at me the whole time. And I'm like, these gay guys want a piece of this. And then I look over. They're looking at me because I'm going like this. I was riding a bike with a face like I was being stabbed.
Uh-huh.
So but you go into like a trance in there. It's like a cult. It's hypnotic. And I went to a dark place. I went to like my childhood. I was picturing my mom naked. It was a lot. So finally it ended. Jesus. And it turns out the instructor, she was like this sexy, ripped black chick, and she was from Brooklyn. And she's like, I'm from Canarsie. I was like, I got mugged there once. And she kind of got mad at that, which is like, why is that my fault? And then we suited up and got the hell out of there. But it was I'll never go back.
Really?
Oh, I'm different.
Oh, you changed?
Yeah, I changed in the soul.
Wow, soul is weird.
It touched my soul. And that's that.
Well, maybe yoga.
Yoga's more my anal, I think.
I love yoga. Beautiful girls, and I do it every morning. I love it.
These girls in there, they were singing along. They're like getting so into it. They're like, the instructor was like, "What do you want to do, Kelly?" And Kelly's like, I want to lift those weights and stroke my shit. And they were like, "Yeah, girl." They would all high five. It was wacky.
Here's the thing about girls. They just want to have fun.
Ah, yes. That's what I've heard.
Some girls take a beautiful girl and hide them away for the rest of their life. We're going to get sued for that, too.
Good show.
We better wrap it up.
Yes.
Put a condom on. Come right in it.
Yeah, then throw it in the toilet.
Sometimes you come into a condom and it's just a big bag of balloon of spaghetti. I mean, it's a lot.
There's a real reservoir tip going on
I hate
there.
touching it. It's gross.
Oh, I like it. I slap her with it, and they always go, stop.
It's pink and just long and baggy.
What are you, jizzing strawberry quick?
No, I got the pink ones, those Crown condoms.
Oh, see, I go lifestyles.
Oh, that's crazy. Of the rich and famous. But then I flush it down the toilet, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole bag of goop.
It's a lot of baby batter.
I hate a goopy bag.
I don't mind a goopy bag.
Well,
I want my bag full.
My aunt's got a pair of them right on her chest.
Yes, sir. 3 bags full.
All right, let's wrap it up. For God's sakes, I'm going to be next week, I think it is, or 2 weeks. I don't know. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah, too. Shelby, happy Hanukkah. You're Jewish, right? Not at all?
What?
Wow.
We go through this every week, but we don't believe it.
You had me fooled. I don't buy it, but you don't buy it either. You sell it. All right.
Yes, you sell to B&H.
All right, everybody. Merry Christmas. Laugh Boston, December 21st and 22nd. Shaskeen Pub on the 20th. Let's fill that up and get crazy. And then I'm on the Louis tour. If you go see Louis, you might just see me. Who knows? And follow me on Instagram at Joe List Comedy. I haven't plugged the album in a while. Go get that album, for God's sakes. Are You Mad at Me? It's on iTunes and SoundCloud, or wherever you buy albums. I don't know how it works, but go do that. And tweet at Starbucks. Tell them to get those white coconut sticks back in the Jade Citrus. They changed the Jade Citrus. I want it back.
Yeah, coconut stick.
All right. Mark, where are you doing? Who are you fucking?
Till the end of the year, I'll see you in New Orleans on New Year's. Who dat? See the kids in NOLA. And tell your mom and them. And then January of 2017, Trump's America. I will be at the Hartford Funny Bone on the weekend of the 12th in January.
That's a rough one.
Is it?
Worst funny bone in the biz.
Is that right?
Oh, God. But at least you get to come home and sleep in your own bed.
Yeah, take the train.
No plane.
And then on the 20th, I'm in the Orlando Comedy Festival.
Oh, wow.
Which I think is new, so come out to that, folks. And then on the 21st of January, I'm at Poughkeepsie doing Laugh It Up Comedy Club one night only.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing that Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad a couple of people are doing it. Then I'm in Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg in January.
That's a long one.
Not to brag. Well, I did a deal with them Thursday to Sunday.
I love Tyler. Tell him I said hello.
All right.
The intro is Louis shitting on the club.
Is that right?
Intro at the thing.
Oh,
yeah.
fun. Then I'm at Magoobies in February and Side Splitters. And Helium again, back at my favorite club, Helium in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Helium, sluttiest city in America. So maybe we'll get back at it, ladies. Then I'm at Laughs in Seattle and a couple other things. Dayton Funny Bones. So come on out. A lot of gigs, a lot of dates, and we'll see that special in April. And I'll see you all in hell.
And check out the Laughable app. Laughable.
Yes, Laughable. And yell at Chipotle and kiss your mothers.
Bye.
This has been a Stand Up Labs production, powered by digital media. Subscribe to new and archive episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, and find all of our shows at standuplabs.nyc.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Aha!